Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing just a really quick video because I know I've been gone for a while. I've been super busy. I just went back to school in person, and I've had a bunch of stuff for debate and for band, so I've been really busy lately. So today we're just going to be looking at all the nonfiction books I've been reading lately. So let's get into it. So the one I'm reading right now for class is called Dopesick. It is about the rise of addiction in Appalachia, specifically opioid addiction, like Oxycontin. So far it's really good. I'm like only 1/3 of the way through because we just read it in class, and I'm not working ahead. I don't really have time to, but it's pretty good so far. It's the style of the writing almost reminds me of The New Jim Crow, just because of how much information it gives you. It does give you a lot of information. So the next book is The Room Where It Happens by John Bolton. I took the cover off because the cover got ripped when the package arrived, which I didn't really care about. I didn't really like the cover anyway. But it is about his time working for Donald Trump and why he doesn't approve of Trump. It's actually kind of boring. I thought it wasn't the most exciting read, and I bought it because I wanted to know more about the inner workings of the presidential administration and really be aware of why John Bolton was fired. But it's not really that fun of a read, so read at your own discretion, I guess. Next is The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls. This is technically nonfiction. It's a memoir. This one definitely is more mature, and I read it, I liked it, but it's a lot of in-your-face content, so if you aren't really into that kind of thing, don't read it. It's as simple as that. It's not too long of a read, though. It's only 290 pages, so 2 hours maybe. Yeah. Next up is my favorite nonfiction book, I Am Malala. As you can see, it is torn up. I already mentioned this book in one of my previous videos, but I read this book all the time. I think it's really important to understand the advocacy aspect of what Malala went through, and to understand the privilege that we have as Americans when it comes to education. Obviously sexism still exists in America, but reading about Malala's story really illustrates to you all of the inner workings of sexism around the world and how it impacts girls and their abilities to have equal opportunities in their futures. So definitely read this. It's a bomb book. It's super well written, and honestly just look more into Malala in general because she is an icon. She is the moment. So next up is Becoming Michelle Obama. As you can tell, I read a lot of biographies. I think they're really interesting. I think learning about individual people's lives and stories is really prudent. Obviously, my mom got this book for me for Valentine's Day last year. I like the book. It's very well written. I'm not really the biggest fan of the Obama administration. I think there's a lot of things that they could have done better, but obviously Michelle wasn't the policymaker for that. I did not like when Michelle Obama did the whole healthy kids thing and got rid of caramel sauce at McDonald's, but other than that, I think it's important to read this book even if you're not a fan of the Obamas, just to understand the racism that was put towards the Obama family as leaders, because yeah, there was things that Barack Obama could have done better, but the attacks on his family were kind of uncalled for, and I think reading this book really illustrates some of that stuff. The final two books are about the criminal justice system. I bought them this summer for debate research, but I think they're still good reads. The first one that I would read first because it kind of is like a precursor almost. It gives you information. As you can see, these are all my little notes for information I wanted to look back on later, but it's called Usual Cruelty, the Complicity of Lawyers in the Criminal Injustice System. I bought this because I was watching the Michigan lectures and this book came up, so I bought it to read it. It has a lot of really important information and really gives you insight into the important issues in our criminal justice system. So And then the book that I would suggest reading after that is The New Jim Crow. This is a heavy read. Like, it is information piece upon information piece upon information piece. Like, Michelle Alexander really just hits you with the information in this book, but it's really important to understand advocacy of movements like Black Lives Matter, to understand the criminal justice reform that's necessary in our country, and to understand the institutionalized racism that goes on in our criminal justice system. So it's definitely an important read for that. As you can see, I've got all kinds of notes in this one, probably about 3 times as much as Usual Cruelty, but Usual Cruelty kind of gives you a little bit of a foundation to build off of with the New Jim Crow, because Michelle Alexander jumps right in. Like, the first page, well, it's the full title is New Jim Crow: Mass Incarceration in the Age of Colorblindness. This is the 10th anniversary edition, so she's got a whole intro. Let me get to the first chapter, because I don't know if the normal, not 10th anniversary edition has, okay. Michelle Alexander's The New Jim Crow is the secular Bible for a new social movement in the early 21st century America. So if that gives you any insight to like what this book is going to kind of be about, like, it's heavy. Also, the last like 40 pages is all sources. Like, she has so much information in this book. Definitely worth a look. That's all of the nonfiction books that I've been reading like lately. I don't read a lot of nonfiction, but I just wanted to, like, you know, show you. Hopefully you can like check out some of these. The criminal justice ones are especially timely. Dopesick would give you some really great information to understand like the basis of drug addiction in our country. And then the biographies, you know, just give you some light on some issues that you might not have thought about. So I hope you take a look at them. If you don't, like, whatever. I mean, I understand some people don't really like reading nonfiction, but yeah. As usual, I'll have resources for change linked down below on the link tree, and I will have links to Black-owned and Native-owned businesses, as well as extra information. So see y'all later.